You're listening to the ReBet Van Chronicles podcast. Download ReBet in the App Store today.
What up, what up? Welcome to part, where are we on, 4 or 5?
4, yeah.
4? Yeah, of our 7,000-mile road trip around the country. We're going to talk about getting to Ole Miss, Oxford, Mississippi, when they stormed the field. Big game against Georgia. They got a big win. In the end, as we're filming this, it didn't really help them out too much. But it was a fun part of the trip. The driving wasn't horrendous. We drove from Colorado. We went through Oklahoma, a couple other states, and we stopped for the night in Fort Smith, Arkansas, which is my hometown. Yep. Stayed with the grandparents. We got, some breakfast there?
Yeah, I got some eggs, some Texas Pete toast.
Yeah, my grandma loves Texas Pete. If you haven't heard of it, it's a hot sauce. And now Ben's on that train. He ate some while we were just in North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we went to Fayetteville, stayed the night there, and then we started the trek over to Memphis, Tennessee on, I believe it's Friday night, to go watch the Grizzlies play. And, that game was a blowout. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Cool to see an NBA game, but yeah, the Grizzlies won very easily. We did get to see Yuki, who is on a two-way with the Grizzlies, score his first NBA points ever on. It was step back three, right?
Yep, step back three, yeah.
Step back
he had
three.
An insane pass, dude.
Yes. Yeah, the behind-the-back pass.
Yeah, the behind-the-back pass.
So went to Memphis. That was a fun time. And then after, we got to check out Beale Street. I've never been there before. And we saw some characters out there. We did a couple interviews while we were there. And what are your thoughts on the Grizzlies for the rest of the season? What are you expecting?
I think the Grizzlies are going to be in the playoffs.
Okay.
I love the fact that Scottie Pippen's son is starting.
Zach Edey for Rookie of the Year. Give me your thoughts.
I see it. I can see it happen.
Not yet. People like Connect. Other people are better right now. So, but he can be there. It's still potential. So all year left.
Alex Warsug, Zach Edey, Rookie of the Year. I'm calling it.
People were acting insane. We saw a group of people that were maybe 30, 35 dressed up as grandparents for their celebrating a birthday.
Yeah.
All dressed up tonight. What's up with the outfits? I love it.
It's my birthday.
What are you doing for your birthday tonight?
We're just dressed as old people, bar hopping.
4 hours from now, where are we? What are we doing? Are we having a fun time?
Hopefully this booty is going to be on my back and I'll be headed home.
Some dude that was ecstatic that his parlay hit by over half a point. And
with his Russian wife.
Oh, yeah. So he had like 2 Croatian or Russian, a wife and a daughter. He was like, get my Russians over here or something like that. And it was insane.
I won by 1 point because I took the over.
I did too.
I took the over.
31 and a half.
Yeah. I thought for sure I was going to lose. And because I parlayed it.
Okay.
And we had to win by 7.
Yep.
And I think we're in good shape.
But yeah, Memphis was fun. And then the trip, I guess, really started the end of it when we left Memphis and we headed to Oxford, Mississippi Friday night. We had a place to stay, which was awesome.
Yep.
And we got to go to the Ole Miss game Saturday. And, it started off fun. We woke up early, ate some donuts. And, when I tell you we couldn't have had better parking than we had. We parked
the first
feet away?
Spot.
Yeah.
It was the first spot.
We were maybe
20 feet?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. 20 feet away from the stadium, and the tailgate area where we were was right there. It was insane. So we go to this not knowing we're going to have tickets or anything. We weren't really looking for tickets. Well, the person we stayed with, they're like, hey, I got 2 tickets on the 50-yard line for you. Ben and I were not going to say no to that. So we start off, we go do interviews around the campus. What's the plan for later tonight? We just going to keep drinking all day?
Well, my plan is to tear down the goalposts, rush the field, tear down the goalposts, drag it to the square, and probably end up at Funky's or the library.
That's all the dance moves. Will you show me the dance moves one more time?
Oh, man, you're going to televise it?
One more time, come on. Okay.
Let's go, Rebels.
What would you do for a national championship this year?
I would probably do the dance with no clothes on.
Ben's first time at a SEC football game. Tell me what you thought about the tailgate scene.
Oh, man, it was crazy. Just walking around the Grove and, it's muddy, but that ain't stopping nobody. Everyone's out there. Everyone's drinking. We got food. We're grilling. TVs all over the place. It's it's nothing. I have a football team, so it's nothing like I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was insane. It was a sold-out game. Atmosphere was awesome. I think it was a 3 o'clock kick, so super fun. So we conducted interviews, did all that. It was a blast. And we got to go inside And I mean, Ole Miss had control most of that game, if not all of it.
It was raining. You got to talk about the rain. Man.
So when we were doing interviews, it was muddy, and I would put my shoes on camera, but you probably don't want to see them. They still have mud on them from the Ole Miss game. I haven't cleaned them. But yeah, so the entire time we were there, it was raining. Ben and I didn't have ponchos, but thankfully he clutched up and went and got us some.
$7 ponchos at the store.
Yeah, which was nice. And then we sat there and rained the entire night. Got to watch an incredible game. Ole Miss took it easily, and then Ben got to storm his first college football field. I've done it once or twice, but Ben got to go down there, and
that was
we
amazing.
saw a field storming. We got to touch the goalposts. Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about what they were trying to do with the goalpost after the game?
So they jumped on, I got the video, I'll show the video, but they jumped on the goalpost and they were trying to take it down. They got it out, and then they couldn't figure out how to get it out of the stadium because they were trying to break it down to get like the poles out. So they took it up to the top of the stadium and were trying to throw it off the top of the stadium. And there's no security, no police, nowhere. And if that thing would have been
people were walking like where they were throwing it to. It's not like they were throwing it in an empty field. There were people walking after the game.
There would have been a few deaths for sure if they did that. But then they ended up just like breaking the goalpost apart on the stands. It was so random, but you know they
got it through.
And they got it through, and they took it down to the, what was it called? The square?
Yeah, I think maybe the square. Yeah, but it was insane. I think we have a couple videos too of when we're leaving. I mean, the goalposts were having to go like underneath it. Yeah, we were touching it. Got some awesome interviews on the field. One of my favorites we have so far. Got a guy saying you got to walk the dog.
Walk the dog.
Walk the dog.
Shake, shake.
Right. What are your thoughts on the game? Dude, I'm going to tell you, that was the craziest shit I've ever seen. I got my shit laid out. I only got one fucking shoe. I don't know what the fuck happened, but fuck the dogs. Walk it like a dog. Walk it like a dog. Good boy. Shake, shake.
He was a ReBet user too.
Yeah, he was a ReBet user, which is always awesome to meet people that use the app, which we've ran into a lot of people.
Many people,
over the trips that use the app, so it's always super cool to see. And of course, I mean, we haven't shown the outside of this van, I guess, in the video, but it's a huge Sprinter van with ReBet on it. It's not hard to miss.
No,
yeah, no, that was awesome. Ole Miss was a blast. After that, we drove back, didn't we, that night?
Yeah, we drove back to your place,
Yeah, so that was what, 6 hours back, 7 hours back.
Got in maybe like 2 a.m.
Yeah, it was another late finish back into Northwest Arkansas, but we stopped and got, once again, some of the worst barbecue for the price and stuff. That would suck. We haven't been super lucky with food until cookout, but we'll talk about that in this next episode. But yeah, it was fun. Got some crappy barbecue on the way home, but we made it home and we both slept in for a very long time the next day, so it was nice to catch up on sleep. And I mean, that wrapped up for me 7,000 miles in I think 15 days, going through a lot of different weather, a lot of different things that got messed up, but we worked through it, and overall it was a fun time.
Very fun. Very fun.
I guess that's it for season 1.
Yeah,
we call it season 1, the 7,000 mile trip. And heck, we can't forget Chris drove it about 2,000 miles probably down to Arkansas. So this thing, since we've gotten this van, I think I saw yesterday we put about 20,000 miles on it. We can get 18,588 miles in 2 months probably.
Yep, 2 months.
So, and I get this. So we're back from North Carolina. So I guess we're giving you a little spoiler, but yeah. So I guess that's it for season 1. I'm Josh. That's Ben. Follow us on socials. ReBet.app, and we'll see you back for season 2.
Peace.